So here's a quick video I've made of some tools that I've made up here to straighten out bars on your intakes when they get bent up. This intake previously, the bars were bent to such an extent that they were touching each other, and there was a big gap between them. So I've actually made quite a few of these bars for various people, including Graham. And Graham uses them quite regularly because Graham doesn't drive around rocks, he just goes straight over the bloody top of them. So the jaws are on these tools, the groove there is 25mm deep. They'll fit either Vesterhod or Jet Wolf. I think the Jet Wolf are 25mm deep. The Vesterhod are 25mm deep, and the Jet Wolf are about 23mm deep. But make these tools to take Vesterhod, which is 25mm. I've got a bit of plate here that I'm going to. It's just 6mm flat plate, and I'm going to cut 4 pieces of it to make the jaws that I'm going to weld onto the pipe there, and cut these pieces about 20mm wide. You need 4 of them. The pipe here is 400 millimeters long. It's just black 1/2-inch pipe. You can make it 500 millimeters if you want, but it just takes a little bit more room in your boat. Correct, it's actually 18 to 20mm. Make it 20mm, you'll be fine with that. Now I'll get on to welding them up. Here we are now. I've got the 2 pieces of the jaw in the vise here. You'll see that I've got them sticking above the bit of plate that's the same thickness as the grill bars, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5mm. Might get a little bit of weld down between them. Just make sure you don't stick this plate here to your jaws. MIG welder set up, and we're ready to go. So now I've got the jaw sitting on the pipe with the correct angle I want, and keep the jaw about probably about 15mm back from the end of the pipe, so you don't burn the hole in your pipe. And in here, when I finish welding it on, we're going to fill this with weld to give the jaw extra strength on the pipe. Right, there we go. We got one side welded on. Now we've got to weld this one on. Make sure you weld this one on the opposite angle relative to the pipe than the other side. It'll piss you off if you've welded them both on the same angle. So here we are. We've now got the jaws welded onto the pipe. What I'm going to do now is fill in some of this here with weld up to about the height that the jaw is going to be. So there you go. I've welded. I've filled the outside of the jaw with weld to give it more strength. Thank God for angle grinders. Tidied it up, and once you've cut the top off to the right height, you can just run a cutting disc down inside the jaw to clean out any welding crap that might have ended up in there. So now the welding's all done, it's all cleaned up. I've cut the jaw here back to about 25mm to the bottom of the groove, and if there's a bit of welding crap inside the groove, just run a thin cutting disc down there and clean it up, and you'll be all good. And the only thing left to do now is a bit of sandpaper give it a clean up and a bit of paint, and we're done. And when you put the bars onto the put the tool onto the bar, push it right down to the base. Don't try and bend it right out on the tip of the jaw. There you go, they fit on there good. Squeeze them together and your bars will be straight. So there we are, all finished. Give them a quick sandpaper when you're finished. Bit of a squirt with a zinc it spray can. And you might find if you get a bit of a burr on the bottom of some of the bars that you might just have to file off a little bit, just so you can get the bars on, get the tools on nice and easily. And I've made quite a few of these for different people, but I've had enough of it, so don't ask me to make any more. But your local engineer should be able to slap them up for you at a reasonably cheap cost if you haven't got the gear to do it yourself. And don't forget to keep the tools in your boat, as you can, if you get a bent bar up the river, you can just simply tilt the motor, put the tools on the bar and straighten it out, and you're away again. Have fun, guys.